Today, we're breaking down the latest developments in US-Iran relations, where continued negotiations, nuclear enrichment, and regional tensions all collide. US President Donald Trump has confirmed more talks with Iran, but Tehran remains firm on its nuclear program. Here's what you need to know. Earlier this week, Trump described recent indirect discussions held in Oman as very good, and said that both sides agreed to continue meetings in the coming weeks. These talks mark the first formal engagement between Washington and Tehran since tensions spiked last year over Iran's nuclear activities. The aim is to find common ground, with the US pushing for limitations on Iran's nuclear work and Iran insisting on its right to enrich uranium for civilian purposes. Iranian leaders, including Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, have made it clear that ending uranium enrichment entirely is off the table. They argue that enrichment is a sovereign right and a symbol of national independence. Tehran wants any deal to recognize this right and refuses to include unrelated issues, like its ballistic missile program, in the negotiations. On the other side, the US administration has made it clear that stopping enrichment or limiting it significantly is a core demand. Washington has also pressed Iran to bring meaningful concessions to the next round of talks. At the same time, the US has maintained military pressure in the region and tightened sanctions on Iranian oil exports, signaling that diplomacy and pressure will go hand in hand. These talks are not happening in a vacuum. Iran has faced internal unrest and a harsh crackdown on protests, while also warning it could retaliate against attacks. Regional actors, including Gulf states and mediators like Oman, are playing roles in trying to keep negotiations alive. But many analysts remain skeptical about achieving a long-term diplomatic breakthrough. So far, Tehran remains firm on its nuclear principles, and the US continues to push for limits on enrichment and concessions, meaning the road ahead is uncertain. We'll keep watching how these complex negotiations unfold. If you found this video useful, like and subscribe for more in-depth world news in English, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.